If you want to support the channel, then please check out my Patreon page to gain access to exclusive videos, take part in Q&As, and watch my retrospectives before they go live on YouTube. Hello everyone, it's Oliver here, back with a new LaserDisc pickups video. Now if you saw my last video where I went through my entire collection, I did say at the end that I wouldn't be buying any more films on this format. That was a lie. The last few months I've been grabbing quite a few titles from Japan. I've seen many like going for under £10, probably around 1,000 yen, and I've grabbed a few sort of video game related discs that are for my upcoming documentary on Street Fighter 2. Now before we get to those, let's kick off with the first disc I picked up from Japan, and it's Dick Tracy. Now this is the pan and scan version. I think there's a couple of releases of this in Japan, but they're all kind of very similar. Some have like different OB slips, I believe. No extras at all, no trailer, just 4x3 with the subtitles burnt into the picture. Sound is pretty good as well. It's a nice transfer. Obviously 4x3s always looks pretty good on the format. Weirdly, because obviously some of these discs from Japan come with production notes inside. This one came with something completely different. It came with a sort of advertising other LaserDisc players. Now if you look closely at the one here, that is the Muse High Vision LaserDisc, and it's advertising it for 800,000 yen. Now I don't know what that is. You have to do the currency conversion yourself. But yeah, extremely pricey. And I've got a sort of 43-inch sort of rear projection TV at the bottom there for 430,000. So that is cheaper than the High Vision LaserDisc. Bonkers. Next up, we have Gremlins 2. Comes a little plastic cellophane on the front because that sticker is still attached. I want to keep that on there. Very nice transfer. I was really, really impressed with this. It comes with a production sleeve as well. Only a little bit on the front. Sometimes they are reversed as well with more information. But yeah, I was really impressed with this. Obviously 4x3. I think there is a widescreen version. There is a widescreen release, I think, in America. But that goes for quite a bit of money now, surprisingly. What I've seen on eBay, people charge quite a bit for it. But this, wow, I was really impressed with this. Next up, we have the last release of Ghostbusters on LaserDisc. Just the logo with the sort of picture at the bottom, which was used on the Criterion collection version, and the special edition released in Japan, which I do have, which I'll show you later. Transfer is basically the CLV version that was released by Criterion as well. So the picture is kind of okay. It's a bit of a, I would have thought at the time they would have done a sort of a new transfer of it, but it appears to be the same one. It doesn't come with a production note sleeve. So very, very basic, no trailer, just in widescreen and with Dolby Surround. Next up, we have Robocop, the Japanese release, the last version of Robocop released in Japan. I'd been hunting for this for a while. It was going so cheap on those sort of Japanese auctions where you got a sort of, there's a proxy thing. It's like a eBay or whatever. It's not a bit like eBay, but what's the other ones? One I use is Joust or Jaws. I don't know what the name of it is, but they bid on your behalf. So yeah, loads of these were going so cheap in Japan, for like 500 yen, so cheap. Doesn't come with any information. Oh, there's something in there. I heard it. What was that? Oh, I didn't notice that before. Oh yes, it is interesting. So this is just a typical widescreen version. I think it's 166. Very good transfer anyway. It comes with an advertisement for the TV series of Robocop. Robocop New Battle. On the back it's got sort of an advert for the other discs that are coming out. I mean, Robocop TV series, not very good. The pilot's okay, because it's obviously based on the Corporate Wars script by Michael Miner and Ed Neumeyer. That was going to be Robocop 2, but obviously never got, made, as it were, in their original sort of vision. I don't believe. I think there's quite a bit of what their ideas are in Robocop, the TV show, but Obviously it's heavily trimmed down for violence. Ugh. Next up is Robocop 2, the Japanese version. The last release again on the format. Very good transfer. Robocop 2 always had a pretty good transfer on the format. The MGM version you can get obviously in the USA, it's widescreen, it's a very good picture. But yeah, I was very impressed with this. So I mean, I've watched a bits of it, but I mean, I've seen it so many times before, but it's something I wanted to add to the collection because I've got Robocop 3 in widescreen Japan, and I wanted 1 and 2 to sort of finish it off the collection. Now here we come to the video game related discs. Now this is Street Fighter 2. It's on the original World Warrior version, so it's basically gameplay with some sort of strategy involved. It's about 60 minutes long. There is another version of this one released before. It's got the classic poster art where you've got Ryu and all. You've got the 8 characters. This one features kind of the complete set of them. Yeah, I just kind of wanted this to sort of find any sort of additional sort of video graphics and stuff that I can use in my documentary. And yeah, I mean, price-wise, it wasn't that expensive. There is a box set as well that has the one previously, this one, and the follow-up in a set with some soundtracks, but that goes for a lot of money. But it's just cheaper to buy them separately. This is the follow-up one they did. It's on Champion Edition of Street Fighter on the back as well. Yes, single-side disc. Has some, yeah, again, people doing voiceover, sort of telling you how to play the game. Also, it's all in Japanese, but it has some cool video graphics in it, which I really like. So you'll see some of that in the documentary. And I might upload, I think you can see this on YouTube. Someone's uploaded the video. It's very low resolution though, but it's not bad. But yeah, quite a cool collectible. We have the animated movie, Street Fighter 2 movie, it's called. All in Japanese, no English track, I'm afraid. Kind of unexciting back cover for it. I think this does come with an information sleeve inside. No, nothing in there. Yeah, bare bones, but it does come with some trailers at the end. So advertising, obviously the animated movie and some Capcom games that are coming out on the Super Famicom, the SNES, basically. Yeah, not bad, very cheap, but if you don't speak Japanese or understand it, so it's not worth getting. But the US version of this does have a bit of laser rot. I did have it before and I got rid of it. But honestly, just buy the Blu-ray that came out in America because it's the best version to get. It has all the different edits and all the different audio versions as well, so best to get that. This is the other Street Fighter 2 LaserDisc I got recently, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Again, like the Champion one, has some sort of interesting graphics and a strategy thing at the end. Also, it's kind of it does a sort of gameplay. So two people are like fighting against each other, and then they're trying to see who wins. So at the end, there's this kind of tournament aspect to it, and at the end, I think Honda wins. But I think there's less money was spent on the sort of additional video graphics in this one compared to the Champion one in terms of sort of video presentation and sort of just providing video game footage. You're sort of seeing these kind of like animated sequences, which are quite cool. But it's, yeah, this is probably the more difficult one to get hold of. I think there's kind of less of them made. But yeah, because this was the last one they did on the format. There's no other Street Fighter. There's no like Super Street Fighter 2 LaserDisc. There's quite a few of those sort of Neo Geo ones as well, like Art of Fighting, Fatal Fury, and I believe Samurai Showdown. They're quite nifty little things, but ultimately a bit pointless because you'd rather play the game than watch someone play it, really. Now I come across this on eBay, sold in the UK, Enter the Dragon. This is a gatefold release, comes with a documentary, The Curse of the Dragon, which is very cool. I like the documentary, a very good transfer of that. The film itself is pretty good transfer as well. There was a remaster of this into 5.1 with by Warner Brothers. This is the one before it, I believe. Yeah, gatefold sleeve, very nice. Weirdly, the film comes with no chapters. Very annoying. So I wanted to skip to the bit where, you know, Bruce is like trying to open the lift and they suddenly come out, charge at him. He's like, bah, 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 taking them all out. But you've got to fast forward through all of that and obviously change side. I don't think it comes with any information sleeves. Probably not, because it's all kind of explained on the back, I suppose. But yeah, nice transfer, very cool cover. It's probably the best cover I think I've seen of Enter the Dragon. Most of them had the classic poster, but that with the nunchucks looks so fucking cool. Now this is a late release on the format. Saw this on a Japanese Yahoo auctions going for under 1,000 yen. This is the last pressing of Highlander in Japan. Pretty good transfer. It's a bit dark from when I checked it. What I'll do, I'll be providing footage of some of the transfer material throughout so you can kind of see what it looks like. But yeah, it's got production notes on the back, I believe. Yeah, I can't even read that, so I don't know. I presume it does sort of tell you a bit how they made the film. Also chapter stops, widescreen, Dolby stereo. There was a 15th anniversary put out, which does have a Dolby Digital track. So you probably prefer to get that one because that has all the extras. But this is just kind of quite a nifty sort of late release, released in March of 1999. So yeah, I presume it's quite easy to find because I found it pretty quickly on Yahoo auctions in Japan. But I suppose it depends how many times it pops up and at a reasonable price. Next we have Beavis and Butt-Head Do America. Now this is available in HD on Netflix. Last time I saw it. I'm sure there's a Blu-ray out there, but maybe not. Maybe in other countries. I'm not seeing it in the UK, but maybe my memory is just not working today. Picture transfer is pretty good. It's a little bit soft in areas. It won't wow you. There's a couple of little spots and of dust and stuff. The typical telecine work of the 90s where the prints weren't super clean. It doesn't say Dolby Digital on here, but there is a Dolby Digital AC3 track. I don't seem to advertise it, which is very strange. But yeah, it's nice to have it on this. It's a cracking film. It's really funny still. As a kid, weirdly, most people love watching Beavis and Butt-Head, when they sort of criticised music videos. But I loved all the stuff when they weren't doing that and just kind of being themselves, walking around and getting into trouble. So when I got the DVDs came out, they obviously didn't have the music videos because I got paid for the license, but I kind of preferred it that way. But I may be in the minority there. But the series they did a few years back I thought was really good. It's always good to see Beavis and Butt-Head come back in some form or another. Next up, we have the special edition of Ghostbusters. The Japanese one, basically the Criterion release in Japan. But this one comes with a really nice booklet. Basically better presentation. The booklet's there. I'll do a cutaway so you can see. But yeah, nice gatefold cover. The Criterion one has a few photos, but they are in colour. These ones are kind of bluish, kind of black and white. Ow! Got my finger caught. But yeah, transfer's kind of okay. I mean, the picture is shunted upwards so to fit the subtitles, so they don't go over the picture, which is nice. But when you watch it on your kind of TV, instead of having the picture kind of equal in the middle, it's kind of pushed upwards to fit the subtitles in. This is all in CAV. Has the extra features basically are a few deleted scenes. The entire script is on there. Some sort of before and after with visual effects. I think there's some storyboards, I believe, and the trailers and stuff. No music video, from what I remember. It would have been nice to have the music video. The extras here, it tells you what they are in English, actually, which is quite handy. But yeah, really cool LaserDisc. This was going pretty cheap as well. Didn't come with the OB sleeve, which isn't really a problem. But yeah, because the Criterion one often goes for weird prices. So, and I remember the Criterion one. It's a bit sticky on the outside, like the glue. It's not a problem when it plays the disc. It had no laser rot, but it was just like really sticky still. It always makes you think, oh, it's got laser rot, but it didn't. Okay, next up is a bunch of Alien-related laser discs. Now, first up we have Alien 3. This was released with an AC3 track later on. This is just a standard Dolby stereo version in widescreen, and I believe it does. It comes with sort of liner notes inside. It's got reversed as well, so you can kind of see, tells you about the cast and crew basically. Not bad. Picture transfer, not very good. Obviously the US version is prone to sort of crosstalk and picture noise, done by Technidisc or something like that. This one's done by, I believe it's Pioneer on this one, but the transfer's not great. I wasn't that impressed with it. I mean, if you're going to get Alien 3, you might as well just watch it on Blu-ray. Especially the extended version, the sort of work print special edition, which is really good film. I think it's Alien 3's got sort of developed more fans over the years, and I think down largely to the extended version. But the theatrical one is sort of kind of okay, but it was when it came out, such a downer to the end of the franchise because she died at the end. But as a kid, you know, actually this was the first Alien film I saw as a kid because it came out and I was kind of really self-aware of what's going on, and the tapes came out to rent, and obviously I was playing a video game on the Mega Drive. So yeah, that's the film that got me addicted to aliens. Next up is the AC3 version of Alien. So it's got the 70mm track transferred over to Dolby Digital. Picture transfer is pretty good. Obviously there's one in America they released where it's got the same kind of cover, but it's all black, and on the back it tells you about the sound and so forth. I mean, it's people have said, oh, this is the only version you can get of Alien with a 70mm track. I'm not sure that's entirely true. I'm sure they would have ported over that track over to the DVD when it first came out, because would they do a new mix? I don't know, but often studios will just go copy paste of that audio. But yeah, I've just hooked up my AC3 demodulator again because it's been unplugged for ages, because I just tend to listen to the Dolby Surround PCM or the DTS mix if it's just like plug in and play. But I need to give this one another spin so I can check out the sound again. Picture's kind of fine. I mean, it's never wowed me that much, because I think because it's all 2351, so you're kind of losing some of the resolution with the black borders. But I mean, I'm not really a huge fan of this kind of white cover they did for the remasters of 2 and 3 with the Dolby Digital mix. But it's kind of, you know, it was cheap, so I'm not going to complain. Okay, right. Alien CAV box set from Japan, mint condition. This is gorgeous, gorgeous set. Now this also released in America. The American one does go for pretty cheap prices, often because the boxes are all battered up, like weird cheap. The cardboard wasn't very good. This is quite sturdy actually, but also the discs are prone to laser rot. So I could have bit the bullet and sort of just bought random ones to sort of see if they had rot or not, because often the case is, when you sort of see them going for sale on eBay, most times, I often email the seller and say, oh, have you played this recently? Has it got laser rot? They always say, the player doesn't work anymore, or I sold my player, this is kind of the last of my collection. So I'm just like, I don't really want to spend 15, 20 pounds on a disc that's going to be got laser rot. And then the person, you know, you could say, oh, it's got laser rot, and they'll be like, what does that mean? I don't know what that is. Try and play dumb, you know. So yeah, so I just kind of got it from Japan. Subtitles aren't intrusive. Picture's nice. I don't think it's as sharp as the other version, but it has all the extras that were ported over to the DVD later on. Comes with a wonderful booklet as well. And this was dirt cheap as well. So just the annoying thing is when you're shipping from Japan, it's just a weight. So if you buy loads of box sets, even if you get them cheap, it's still going to cost you a fortune, unless you sort of ship it via like a boat, you know, which will take months. Depends how patient you are. Actually, the same with Alien, and with Aliens, the Japanese box set is stunning. It's missing the OB slip. It's a bit kind of battered at the side, but this was 800 yen, cheap as chips. Amazing booklet as well. The picture's not bad, because I'd always heard that the transfer had gone through sort of heavy DNR to sort of get rid of the noise and grain. Then they overlaid it with more grain or something like that. Then they mixed it again, processed it again, and it's sort of a bit of a hot mess, some other LaserDisc enthusiasts say. Well, I was quite impressed with that actually. Some of it looks really nice. I mean, granted, I didn't sit through the entire film and sort of spot elements where I thought looked good or bad, but parts I saw, especially the opening and sort of the end when she's trying to save Newt, I was like, wow, this looks really good, because obviously then I'm blowing it up, I'm zooming on the picture to sort of fill out the screen. It still looked great. So yeah, and it's got no laser rot, because the US version has got 2 pressings. The Mitsubishi one has rot, but some people I know have got a clean Mitsubishi pressing, and a second one by Pioneer. Obviously done by Pioneer to sort of address the problems maybe of the Mitsubishi release. This is clean, looks great from stuff I saw, and it's a brilliant box set. So if you love Aliens, if you're a collector of Aliens, you've got to get this, because the booklet itself is just gorgeous. Shame I can't read it, but it's got loads of pictures, so who cares? And finally, something a bit different. Kind of a LaserDisc kind of shape, but it's not a LaserDisc. I saw this on eBay, Superman movies in this kind of, you know, vinyl kind of sleeve case. You know, obviously Disney did a few, didn't they? They were selling like Tesco's, whatever, like Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man in his kind of vinyl sleeves. It kind of opens up. It's very underwhelming design, they could put it that way. Just got that with the 4 films on Blu-ray. So it was going cheap on eBay, and yeah, I thought it was quite a cool sort of collectible, I thought. Just in case my disc gets scuffed in future, because I've played them too many times. But yeah, of course, nice little collectible if you're a fan of the Superman movies. Well everyone, that is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I will be back with some more videos soon with a retrospective on Beetlejuice and a mini featurette on the making of this sort of Kickstarter trailer I'm doing for my Street Fighter 2 documentary, Here Comes a New Challenger. I've got some friends and their production company called Final Film to shoot it, and it looks incredible. Really blown away by it. Very cinematic. Looks $1 million. Oh, wow. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye and take care.